This is Fluency, Module 3, Lesson 32. We're starting off again with all of those shapes, and this time, last time we called them quadrilaterals, which if you remember is meaning a four-sided object or shape. And now we're going to talk about polygons. Polygon is something that is many-sided. So poly means many, and so these would qualify because they have many sides. So, our first question, how many sides does each polygon have? Well, if you look closely, count them, they all have 4. What is the name of any four-sided polygon? And that's quadrilateral, which we talked about before, and I'm going to underline it here where we see it there. What type of polygon is B? So look here at B, and what kind of a polygon is that? Well, you should have said, looks like it's a square. And how do we know? Because all of the sides are even. So rhombuses are quadrilaterals with 4 equal sides. Is this polygon a rhombus? It's a square, right? Is it a rectangle? B? No. Polygon K has 4 equal sides, but the angles are not the same. So what's the name of this quadrilateral? So K, right here, is a rhombus. So is this square also a rhombus? Well, when we think about our squares is a square a rhombus, the definition of a rhombus is that it's quadrilateral, so that means it's got 4 sides, and those sides are equal, and the opposites, 4 equal length sides, and the opposite sides are parallel to each other. So let's see. It looks like, as we're looking at B, it definitely looks like our sides are all equal, right? Whoops, that was not a very good job there with that. But it does look like those sides are all equal. Now, the other definition is that the opposite sides are parallel to each other. So if we look at the opposite sides, well, we look here, and these two sides, are they parallel? Parallel means they could go on forever and never touch. They are parallel. How about these two sides? Are they parallel? They are. And so a square could be a rhombus. So, but a rhombus cannot be a square. Kind of a crazy thing, right? So let's keep going. But that can be a rhombus. It's also a square. So is B a rectangle? And we already said no. So polygon K, if we're looking at K, has 4 equal sides, but the angles are not the same. In a square, each of those angles there is a right angle. But that's not true, definitely, with K. But it does look like, let's see if we go opposite sides. It does have 4 sides, so I would say it's a quadrilateral. And our opposite sides are parallel. So K is also a rhombus. So that would be what we would call that. Polygon D, so let's go there and look at D. It has 4 equal sides. 4 equal angles. So each of those angles is a right angle, right? I can't even write them, they're too small. Each of those, but the sides are not equal. So if the sides are not equal, we know it's not a square. But what is it if you've got 4 equal angles and the opposite sides are equal? So that would be a rectangle. So as we're looking at these shapes here, what quadrilaterals are not a square, a rhombus, or a rectangle? So is A a square, a rhombus, or a rectangle? I would say no on that. So I would say A on that. B is a square. C, it looks like our angles are not equal. We do have 4 sides, but they're not equal. And it doesn't actually look like it's a rectangle. So I would say C. How about D? Rectangle. E? Probably not. F is not a square, a rhombus, or a rectangle. G looks like it's probably a square. H, a rhombus. I, rectangle. How about J? Not any of those. K, rhombus, and L looks like it's not. All right, hopefully that was a little bit of a review, and hopefully some of that is coming back to you from 3rd grade. All right, let's look at these new, and we're going to go into just multiplying in your head. So what we have 2 times 4, 2 ones times 4 is 8 ones, or 8. 2 tens times 4 is 8 tens, or 80. 2 hundreds times 4, well, that's 8 hundreds, or 800. And 2 thousands times 4, well, that's 8 thousands. This should hopefully be getting to be something that you're super comfortable with. How about 3 ones times 5? Well, we know that. That's 15. 3 tens times 5. Well, 15, that's 15 tens, or 150. 3 thousands times 5. And we have that twice. I think that probably we mean to be hundreds. 3 hundreds times 5 is 15 hundreds, or 1,500. And 3 thousands times 4 is 12,000. And maybe that did mean to be thousands and we just switched it. But either way, I feel like we understand how that works. All right, here we go. 5 tens times 6. Well, that is 30 tens. They get a little trickier this way, right? 5 ones times 4, 20. 5 thousands times 8. Well, 5 times 8 is 40 thousands, so we've got to do 1,000 there. And 9 tens times 6 is equal to 54 tens, or 540. This last page here, we're going to practice our skip counting. Again, you should be really, really good at this. So we're going to go 6s to 60 up, and then we'll come back down. All right, let's go. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. And let's go back down. 60, 54, 48, 42, 36, 30, 24, 18, 12, 6. Actually, I took it a little faster that time, and I think I'll do the same with 7s because I think we should be a little bit faster now. All right. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 60, 70. Sorry, all of a sudden I got blanked on that. So 70 is obviously our top number. Back down, let's see if I can do it right this time. You probably did already. 70, 63, 56, 49, 42, 35, 28, 21, 14, 7. Okay, I'm going to see if we can do 8s to 80 without any mistakes on my part. Here we go. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. And coming back down, 80, 72, 64, 56, 48, 40, 32, 24, 16, 8. All right, and that last one, 9s to 90. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. And back down, 90, 81, 72, 63, 54, 45, oh my goodness, I'm forgetting, 36, 27, 18, 9. Wow, I'm sure you did better than I did on those. And that is the end of our fluency.